In May of 1980, a little independent slasher film was made in the woods of northwest New Jersey. With a budget of just over $500,000, the movie has made over $60 million. The movie was filmed in 3 towns in New Jersey: Hope, Blairstown, and Hardwick, all within 10 miles of where I live. Today, I will retrace the footsteps from this 1980s classic, and that's today's journey. This is the opening scene with Annie walking across the bridge into Blairstown. The bridge looks a little different. And right next to the bridge is this beautiful stone building where we see Annie walking through the arches. Still there and looks exactly the same. And actually, just on the other side of the street, we see Annie walking down, back towards the arched building, actually, that she just came from. And it's at this point that Annie walks into the luncheonette, which is not in Blairstown. It's actually in the next town over in Hope. However, it's no longer a luncheonette. It is now this antique store. And just down the road, that white building is where Enos and Annie come walking up from the side of the building and are confronted by Crazy Ralph. And this is the little hill that Crazy Ralph gets on his little raggedy bicycle and rides down. And this is the cemetery that's in the background when Enos drops off Annie. Later in the film, we see the Blairstown Diner, which looks exactly the same. I stopped in for a coffee and a bite to eat, and Steve Christie would have been sitting right down on the end of the counter here. And I thought the shirts that the waitresses wear are pretty cool. Okay, evening is just about upon us, and I have an appointment at Camp Crystal Lake. This road I'm driving on is the exact road that Annie would have been picked up by Mrs. Voorhees, and later on, killed by Mrs. Voorhees.
That does look like what the sign says, though.
Yeah, it's different on this side. It looks like yours.
Yeah. You guys from Massachusetts?
Yes. Right outside Boston. Where are you from?
About 10 minutes away.
Oh, okay, good. Have you ever done that?
No, never. No.
Awesome.
I know, I've been up here 6 years, and I've never done it, no.
Camp Crystal Lake is actually called Camp Novi Bosco, which was and still is an active Boy Scouts camp. It stands for North Bergen Boy Scouts. And as you can see from the sign, it's been active since 1927.
How you doing?
So dry, so fast.
Yeah.
You just walk and you make it dusty.
Better than mud, though.
What's black in the golf cart? It's all like tan. It's like everything's covered in a film of dust.
These guys were so cool. I was the only one there on a motorcycle, and so they had me go first in the hopes to get less dust on my motorcycle because I wouldn't be behind all the cars. Let me also say that this camp is private property. Don't try to go there without a ticket for a tour. Another thing that was eerie was how long of a ride it was on this dirt road to the camp. I didn't even film it all, I had to cut it out. If you were actually at the camp, there's no way you were getting away from Mrs. Voorhees. I have to tell you, this camp went all out. They purchased and restored this Jeep. I believe all of the original cast, except for Kevin Bacon, signed the back of this Jeep. So come on, Bacon, get over there and sign that Jeep. The camp also purchased and restored this old pickup truck that was also in the film. They even found Crazy Ralph's bicycle.
We do lift weights up there in the summer and stuff, like physical measures that. It is a little thicker, so I don't know if you guys want to.
Jeez.
I don't like it. Sure, just go up here and die. I'm scared.
Who wants to like all the way down,
Man, you're hardcore if you want that.
I'll try. If I fall through.
Seen this in the movie in about 4 different scenes. You would have seen it where? You don't know where this would have been seen? Who comes in here to flip the power down? Miss Voorhees does. Take a few pictures.
Ah, the Jenny.
You notice our original danger sign's actually right up here.
There were some real Friday film fanatics on the tour that wanted to recreate certain scenes, and I was more than happy to film whoever wanted to recreate the strip Monopoly scene.
We are so recreating this. Yeah. I don't care what you say.
I'll film it. Go ahead.
I'll even put my flowers down for you.
The couple on the right came the furthest of anybody. They came all the way from Australia. I forgot to get their information, so I hope you guys see this video, Aussies. I did the 5-hour extended tour. As you can see, we are now deeply into night. Very cool tour, and of course, in Friday the 13th fashion, they had a little something in store for us.
Ah!